Overload the middle. Today we're gonna basically get into some transfers. Um, finally, the season is over. I don't know about you, but if you're an Arsenal fan, I would say from the Real Madrid game, it's been painful to watch. It's so evident and clear what we need, and what I want to do is actually just dive deep straight into the transfer window. There's a lot of work to do, as we know. As you can see, looking at the team, I've started the work. I brought in Viktor Gyökeres, and it cost a pretty penny. I know in real life, they're talking about anything from 60 to 70 million pounds, and I think probably about 75 million euros, 80 million euros. And but in the game, I had to fork out £115 for this guy. I know, crazy, but it seems like the EA Sports are beginning to inflate prices in the game. Funny enough, so I brought him in, which was for me probably one of the most important signings. As you can also notice, I've also brought in Zubimendi, which I was able to get him for 60 million, which is probably near enough what Arsenal are going to do in real life. Still got a lot of work to do. I need to bring in a left winger. At the moment, let's have a look. I made a cheeky bid. I don't think it was even a cheeky bid. I made a bid for Rodrigo. Let's go to it. Yeah, so I've got Rodrigo, Nico, and Julian Alvarez. They're still getting scouted because I want to know what their real price is. I've put in let's say the market value is 106 million. I actually put in 100. No, I put in 80 million, and I was laughed out the room by the Real Madrid manager, and 106 million for Rodrigo. That feels pricey. Let me know in the comments. Would you be happy if just talk about real life now? Would you be happy if Arsenal paid 106 million for Rodrigo? I'm not even feeling. I don't even know if I can even afford that. Let's have a look at my budget. Looking at my budget, I got 115 million left. So that basically will be all the spending done if I brought in. Oops. If I brought in Rodrigo, that's my budget done basically. And if we go back and look at the team, there's still a lot. There's still quite a lot of work to be done. I mean, I still need to get a backup goalkeeper. However, Hein, I guess, could do a job. Zinchenko and Tierney, I'm going to be selling, so there'll be money made on that. Nelson also can get sold as well for the right price. Havertz will stay. Martinelli will stay. The left back and right back situation for me are pretty solid. Miles Lewis Skelly and Calafiori can share that role. Ben White and Timber can share the role on the right back. Obviously, we've got Saliba and Gabriel in the middle. I am actually, we've got Kivior. Um, I'm actually feeling that we need cover for good cover for Saliba. Now I know we've got Saliba, so we've got Ben White that can slot in there. We've got Timber that can slot in there, and we've got Tomiyasu that can slot in there most importantly, and he's back fit. So maybe I don't need to, maybe that's not such a priority. Obviously, we've got Zubimendi in the midfield. Odegaard needs to do much better this season. In real life, at the end of this season, he was anonymous, for lack of a better word. So maybe I could fork out the 105 million for Rodrigo. That would make the team pretty solid. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So let's do this transfer in real time. All right, so okay. Oops, my bad. All right. So Real Madrid as a starting price went 106 million. I'm prepared to go no more than 110. because I'm gonna have to cover his wages, and I'm not gonna spend the whole budget on his price. I'm also tempted to find out what, you know what, before I even do that, I want to compare the two. Actually, funny enough, I did a video recently, if you want to check it out, it's on the channel, where I compared both Rodrigo and Nico Williams. And I was surprised at the time that Nico Williams' shooting was only 70, in the player manager game that I was playing, it was only 75. But here it says 70 to 80, passing 76 to 86. And I was also surprised at the lack of physicality. Actually, out of interest, what is I just want to quickly look at Martinelli. I just want to quickly look at his profile. What's his physicality like? Let's go attributes. Big difference. Martinelli's got a physicality of 72. Let's have a look at his strength, 63. You know, unfortunately, you know, I know he's improving, his shooting's slowly coming up, passing is slowly coming up, that needs to come up further. But compared to someone like a Rodrigo, he's basically weak sauce when it comes to his physicality. And that's probably a concern for me because, you know, tracking back is a major. And if he's only coming in at a 64 physical, his defending is 32, his strength is 60. I mean, it's not. It could be worse, I guess. It could be worse. Just check back on something real quick. Yeah, let's look at Martinelli's. What's Martinelli's? Alright, 1 second. So Martinelli's defending is 46, his physical 72, his strength 63, defending 46, 72. And then if I look at Rodrigo, yeah, so he's coming in at 32 defending versus Martinelli's 46, and coming in physically at 64 versus Martinelli's 72. However, you know, on the flip side, he's coming with a higher shooting, higher passing, higher dribbling, higher pace. And looking at Nico, Nico's coming at a shooting of 70 to 80. That's a bit concerning for me. Passing 76 to 86. It's not that great either. Defending 5 to 6. That's crazy. Physical 61. Strength 55 to 65. But there's no doubt that he's a very, very skillful player going forward. All right, let's start with Rodrigo. Let's see what we can negotiate here. Well, next season it will be Xabi Alonso that I'll be negotiating with. Alright, so let's make a starting offer. And let's offer their market value. And let's see where we go with that. 106 million. Ancelotti, what are you saying? What? 162 million? Oh, you're having a laugh. End negotiation. That is not happening. 162 million for Rodrigo. What are they smoking over there? What are they smoking? Wow. That is crazy. Nasty work. All right, Nico, I'm tempted to make an offer now, but I want to know what the initial market value is because I don't want to come in too low and they laugh me out the room. But Rodrigo is a no-no. Is an absolute no-no. Julian Alvarez, as I said, I made an initial offer of 100 million. They laughed me out the room. I've got the player that I actually really wanted to get, which was Gyökeres, because of his height as well. Alvarez, he's someone that I was initially interested in looking at. We've been linked to him in real life. However, when I compare the fact that Alvarez is 5'7", I want somebody who's got a little bit more physical presence about them. Gyökeres is coming in at 6'2", so it was a no-brainer there. And quite frankly, I've spent that top striker money already. So getting two is just not going to happen. The question though is, Nico, 70 to 80. The shooting is concerning me because I don't have a specific number of what it's going to be. They're giving me an average of 70. So let's say 75. Let's split the baby down the middle. It's not what I'm looking for, and Rodrigo is too pricey. All right, so I'm gonna have to come back to that because I'll be honest with you. Even in real life, I'm not convinced by either two of them. Maybe let's look at Mbeumo. Let's look at Mbeumo. Okay, so yeah, let's look at Mbeumo because I'm not 100% convinced with. Well, Rodrigo's out of our price range anyway, and I don't think he's worth the money. If I'm gonna spend that kind of money, I'll be going for Vinny, not Rodrigo, not for that money. Nico Williams, again, he's only been scouted 20%. I want to wait for that scout to finish. In the meantime, I'll think of some other targets. All right, so we start the season. Obviously, we're starting pre-season, and we play Leverkusen. Just make sure that the team is looking. The first 11 is what I want. It's weird, man. It's been a while since I've actually played Career Manager. I've been playing Player Manager for a while now, so I'm almost feeling a little rusty. If that can, if that can even happen. But all right. So Nwaneri, I went in the first 11. Tomiyasu, Tierney. And the beautiful thing I love about Tomiyasu is he's so versatile. Gyökeres, let's have him on the bench. Lewis Skelly. I'm gonna play him for Hein. I know I should have a goalkeeper in the subs, but nah. I still feel like if I'm letting go of we've got too many left backs. So Zinchenko is going, Tierney is going. Just see how much. We have quickly look at how much cash I've got left to spend. Not much. Okay, 115 million. I think I might go for Nico. He's not going to be that expensive, and it will leave a bit more budget in the market just in case a good deal comes up later on in the window. All right, let's kick things off. All right, because we're playing Career Manager, in my opinion, I know people play it different, but I love the tactical view because the manager doesn't play the game. He obviously directs and watches the game.
The months of speculation are finally over as all focus is now on two debutants. What impact can they have at their respective new clubs? Stay with us, we'll have all the action for you live right here on EA TV.
Ah, Luis Diaz is at Bayer Leverkusen now. Okay.
Jeremy Frimpong. Well, this could really help the cause. Will he find the net? Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. And a look at the starting lineup for Arsenal. Martin Ødegaard plays alongside Declan Rice in central midfield.
Tying up, tying up. Good save. Havertz looks like maybe going off to Liverpool. Let's see what happens. That'll be a very good signing if they do get him.
And the short option preferred. It's a good-looking pass.
Keep it tight.
The danger not over.
Well done.
To have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. And slipped through beautifully. Wants to attack from the wide areas.
Frimpong as well, going over to Liverpool.
Could cross it in here. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Well, I'm sure his heart is beating extra quickly because it's his debut game today. Stuart, what should we expect to see from him?
Well, there are two aspects to his role. First of all, he has to protect the space in front of his centre-backs. And secondly, he has to get on the ball and dictate the flow of the game. It's a big ask, but he can do both jobs really well.
Tying up. Oh. No good start. Okay, what was the problem here?
Because he does really well to pick the right pass here, and he makes the finish look so easy. What a good goal that is.
Yeah, there was no marking. Look how much space he had. Marking was non-existent.
That last goal. Kai Havertz.
Oh, well done, Havertz. Take the shot. Lucky.
Given to Arsenal. And over it comes. Not all that convincing defensively. Oh, tremendous header that time. But the goalkeeper was there. Arsenal down by a goal, but maybe a chance with this. Appear to be in two minds. Saka. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Now the quick counter attack.
Get back. Look how much space they've got. They were running through us. Oh, we were so lucky. It should be 2-0.
Hoffman. This looks promising.
What is going on?
Well, he's placed it wide. Really close shave. There's going to be a double substitution.
I'm not being funny, you know, but I'm tempted to sell Ødegaard. I'm tempted.
Viet. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. It's got to be. It's in. They're looking really
Oh, this is disgusting.
and not giving the opposition much of a look in.
This is disgusting.
Well, here we can see it again. It's a lovely ball in behind, perfectly timed, and then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power.
Frimpong.
The keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Saka. It's with Mikel Merino. Martinelli. And they could eat into
Finish. Well done.
It's in. We cannot declare this contest over.
Well
They
done.
still believe.
Havertz still proving that 60 million wasn't down the drain.
And it's also a tidy finish. That's a nice goal.
Ezequiel Palacios, shielding the ball admirably. Showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up. And denied by the keeper. Impressive. And taken short. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Bukayo Saka.
That's it. Take on your man. Take on your man.
Fine cross into the middle.
That's yours, Havertz. That's it. Get in. Come on.
Excellence to finish that one off.
Come on.
Wonderful to have that in your repertoire.
Well, that is a brilliant strike. Just look at the connection he makes. That's how to hit a ball. It's a magnificent goal.
I really missed him last season, man. End of last season. Don't get it twisted. I'm not Havertz's biggest fan, but I think you know,
that picture says it all. His team are back in the
knowing that he keeps them on his toes, and that competition will do him the world of good.
And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Well, it was a brilliant first-half showing from Kai Havertz. What did you make of his contribution?
Well, he was excellent in that first half. He almost ran the game at times with his passing ability. Unless he's marked better in the second period, he'll continue to dictate the flow of this match.
I'm going to bring on Timber, give him a run out. But you see, this is the problem. You can see just the lack of strength and depth we have on the bench. Gyökeres is the only one that we have, you know. Okay, we can say Lewis Skelly in 1 year in Kivior. Okay, that's not too bad, but the strength and depth is lacking.
The second half gets underway. Almost a case of the two teams saying to each other, whatever you can do, I can do just as well. Oh, that's splendid play. In a decent position now.
Well done, Gabby.
As well as brave goalkeeping.
Well, he comes off his line at just the right time. He read that brilliantly.
Frimpong. Florian Wirtz. And that's eye-catching wide play.
Come on, Tomiyasu, what are you doing? Well done, Saliba.
On this corner kick, let's see. And time for the change now. And there's the delivery. And no-nonsense defensive clearance.
Let's hit him on the break, guys.
Diaz. Wirtz. Garcia. Accurate pass.
Well done.
Pass. Unable to get himself back on side here.
Well, he was always going to be offside. That was the wrong option.
Granite. I can't lie, man. I used to despise Granit Xhaka back in the day. You know, I'm thankful that he redeemed himself in the last couple of seasons, but I never liked the player until Arteta moved him further forward.
Well, he's a great talent. Hopefully this move will see him play at his best week in, week out. It's a really good move for everybody.
Oh, what an opportunity.
Come on, Saliba, man. Mark your man.
Pulled off a great save there. Such good reactions. It really is.
Here it is now, a substitution. Short corner it is. Diaz. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. And pressure on the keeper.
Oh, come on, David Raya, wake up.
For the original error, thank goodness the fans will be thinking to themselves.
Well, he's got away with that one there. That was a moment of madness from the goalkeeper.
Absolute madness.
Declan Rice. Martinelli.
Oh, you could have take that on. Take it on. It's yours. Get in. Come on.
Can you believe what we're watching? It truly is a comeback and a half.
Lovely. Take responsibility.
Well, just watch this again. A change of pace, a change of direction, and a decent finish. That's a very good goal.
You can't really say defences are on top. 3-2. Wirtz. Grimaldo with it. Wirtz. Decides to shoot. Easy meat for the goalkeeper. Timber. Mikel Merino. An encouraging Arsenal move, but quick thinking defensively.
Tighten up. Keep it tight.
20 minutes to go in this one.
Tomiyasu, come on, Gabby, it's yours.
Strong hand on the ball. Well, hit with ferocity when...
Well done, Havertz.
William Saliba. Viktor Gyökeres. Distributing it well. Wirtz. Creative look about this. Delivered into the area here.
Well done. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Ah! How do you let him do that?
His fans are loving that.
Mr. Diaz. 3-3.
He goes past his marker so easily with
Ah,
the drop of the shoulder.
he spun Saliba, man. Spun him.
Such venom. Great goal.
Saliba was in no man's land. He's got to do better.
Well, another equaliser.
Can Gyökeres get the winner? That's the question.
And playing it through.
Unlucky.
Not be able to get in behind the defence. Holtman.
Come on, tighten up. What are you doing, defence?
That might be the winner. Wonderful drama.
Nasty work.
Well, just look at this. It's a good finish and reward for their pressure. They really have control.
Why is Saliba standing off with him? Go and tackle him. Yes, I know you're in the box, so at least make sure that you can't get a clean shot on target. Come on. Leverkusen are a good side, man. No wonder Liverpool are raiding them.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here?
Also, just don't look convincing, especially defensively.
Ronaldo. Oh, that's a really good pass. And take it away. We've been waiting to find out. Now we know a minimum of 3 added minutes here.
That's yours, Ranieri. Finish it. Lovely. Lovely. Come on.
Incredible scenes.
Well done. What a pre-season friendly, eh? 4-4.
Well, here's the replay, and they get this just right, don't they? The timing of the pass is absolutely brilliant.
Great pass by Zubimendi.
And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. Grimaldo. And Bayer Leverkusen still on the attack as the minutes.
Come on, tighten up.
A level contest. He's going to have a go here. Well, and that is going to be all for
Wow.
this game. They were treated to
Good
goals,
game.
but no winners in the end. Stuart, what did you make of it?
Well, Derek, it was certainly entertaining. Both sides had periods of the game where they were dominant, but overall, I think a draw is just about the right result.
Well, truth be told, his influence on this game has been very limited. What have you made of his performance, Stuart?
Well, I've seen him play better. He just didn't get involved enough today, but in general, he did okay, I think.
Great game. Great game. But I'm not happy, man. Let's have a look at the performance. A lot of 6s, 5.5s, Calafiori 5.8, Skelly 5.4, Odegaard 5.6. Odegaard, you're skating on thin ice, man. As I said, if a good offer comes in for him, I'm tempted. Ranieri, well done, 7.3, Saka 7.8. Gyökeres wasn't on the field for that long. Havertz 8.9, 2 goals. Martinelli did well as well, but defensively, there's a lot of work to do. Gabriel 6.8 needs to do better. Saliba 7.5 did okay, but could do a bit more. Yeah, a lot of work to do. Alright, so next up will be Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal. I'm hoping for a better performance defensively from the team. Again, I just want to thank you guys for working with me. Appreciate every comment, like, sub, all of that good stuff. Much appreciated. Until next time, take care. Peace.